What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. If you don't know who I am, I run a Canadian lifestyle brand called K-Bud that's doing multiple six figures in sales every year for the past 4 years. And I want to talk to you about why I've decided to discontinue 33 products from my clothing brand all at once. My brand's about 7 years old now, and over the years I've sold hundreds and hundreds of different products, and I've really gotten to see what works for my brand. But I want to talk to you about why I'm making this decision to discontinue 33 products from a logistical perspective, from a financial perspective, and from a brand perception perspective. So I really think that you're going to find this interesting, and I hope it helps you run your clothing brand. Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at BrandCrowd. BrandCrowd's a logo maker tool. You type in the name of the logo that you want to have made, hit enter, thousands of logos will come up. You choose the logo that you like, then you can edit and refine that logo as long as you want for free until it's perfect. I made this Hundo P design for my own clothing brand using BrandCrowd. If you're interested, head over to brandcrowd.com/apparel success and you get up to 66% off at checkout. So I know that this makes me sound crazy, but I've literally cut half the products from my brand all at once. I used to sell right around 60 products for my brand, and now I have right around 30, and they're literally just the best selling products that I have. Literally, these are the products that when I stock them, I sell out of them within like 2 weeks or a month. Rather than holding on to all these other products that are kind of the fringe products that still sell a little bit here and there, and you'll sell out of them eventually, but they take a lot longer to sell out of. And there's 4 main reasons why I've decided to do this that I want to share with you in this video that I really want to get you thinking about for your own clothing brand when it comes to the products that you're releasing, what you're offering your customers, and how you're really going about organizing your brand. The number one reason why I've decided to do this is obviously sales and profitability. The main goal of a clothing brand is to sell products and generate profits. You have to do this as a clothing brand because if you're not making profit with your brand, you're not able to thrive, you're not able to grow, you're not able to pay yourself, and the whole thing basically just dies. And so it's really important that, as much as we're doing this for our own satisfaction and our own fun and just running our brand and having fun with it, at the end of the day, there is a bottom line if you're looking to make this into like a real business. And when I looked at my clothing brand, I was looking at 60 different products. Half of them were kind of not selling nearly as fast as the other half of them. And I thought, wow, imagine if all of the money that I'd invested in that inventory that's not moving as fast, I just put into these other products that are crushing, how much better my brand would be doing and how much more interest people would be having in my brand. So what I'm thinking is like, if I have all of these products that are absolutely crushing for my brand and I sell out of them within 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then I've got these other products where it takes like months to sell out of and I have to put them on a discount and they only sell out during certain times of year, it's like, I'm losing money because I'm selling those products at a discount. They're not moving as quickly as if I'd just taken that money and I'd put it into these other products over here. And it would just help in all these other areas that I'm about to share with you. And this leads perfectly into the second reason why I decided to do this, which is brand perception. If I have a whole bunch of products on my website that just aren't connecting as well with my audience as the main best sellers, then people might be shopping through my website. They see some products that they like, that they might be willing to buy, and then they see some other ones that look kind of crap. They're not resonating as much with them and with my target audience, and they go, maybe this isn't the brand for me. And I can avoid skewing their perspective of my brand and their perception of my brand by just getting rid of those products, the products that just aren't moving as quickly, and only sticking with the bangers, like the products that absolutely crush for my brand. If I stick with the bangers, the ones that absolutely crush for my brand, then it's much more likely that all of the traffic that I'm driving to my website will be much more interested in buying all of my products. And I mean, if it's proven with previous sales, then it's just a no-brainer. And the third reason I did this is because of costs and cash flow. You may look at me here on YouTube, oh, look at me, I'm making multiple 6 figures a year, but I literally started all of this like bootstrapped. I didn't have some big investment from my parents. I didn't put in like a crazy amount of money. It was literally just like our first $1,000, and we built this up into a multiple 6-figure thing. And so I don't have this massive line of credit. I'm relying on all the cash that we make from the items that we sell to reinvest in more inventory. And what was happening was I'd have 60 products, half of them are flying off the shelves, and the other half are a little bit slower to sell. And even though I've sold out of all this this inventory that was really moving. Now on the website, people are trying to buy that. They can't. And I really want to restock it, but I can't yet because I still need to wait until I can get some more cash from the other inventory that I invested in. And if that takes longer, it's really putting a halt to my products. People aren't able to buy the products that they want. And I'm just sick of running into this issue. So in my mind, I'm like, why not just remove all the friction, look at the best sellers, just invest into the best sellers and release products really, really slowly just to make sure that the whole thing is running really smoothly. And the fourth reason I decided to discontinue 33 products for my clothing brand is inventory management. Now, I'm obviously not packing the orders for my clothing brand anymore. I've partnered with my friend's fulfillment company out of Toronto called Lickety Split Fulfillment. They handle all of the fulfillment, sending out the orders, organizing all the inventory. But I still have to pay storage fees, and I still have to pay for all of the bins that all of these different items are taking up. And so if I don't have as many different products taking up all these different bins, and I can get them all sort of into the same areas, it's going to save me a lot on storage fees. And a bonus one here as well, another reason why I did this is because of flexibility. Every time you release new products, like if you're doing a drop every single week, then you have to do photography, you have to get social media content for all these new items. And so what I notice is like, oh, I've got all of this social media content, all of these photos from these main products that have been selling like crazy for multiple years. Why not keep those so that I can continuously use that same social media content and all of the pictures of the influencers and celebrities wearing those pieces of clothing? So what I've really done here is look at my brand through my own eyes. There's all of this information out there, like you have to do a drop every week if you have a clothing brand, and like that's what you have to do, or every season. And I've basically questioned that for my own brand. I don't have to do it just because it's something that you have to do. I want to look at my brand and look at my business and think, okay, what's the bottom line here? How do I make it all work? How do I offer the most amount of value to my customers? How do I make all of this run smoothly? And every clothing brand might be different in this way, but I wanted to share this with you just to get you thinking about your own clothing brand, the way that you're running things and how things are going. And maybe there's some big changes that you need to make as well. And I hope that this inspired you. For anyone thinking about starting up a clothing brand or already running one, I've just recorded a 100% free clothing brand course that gives you information on practically every single aspect of growing your clothing brand. All you have to do to get access is go to freeclothingcourse.com. You can go through it at your own pace, and I hope you enjoy.